Let's go. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. The truth. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. And y'all can get the best from your KC journalist. Let's go.
Yo, what's the deal, everybody? This your boy Mack Malone, the KC journalist, and today we are at 1016 Paseo Boulevard. Now, I'd like to refer to this place as the Mansion of Misfortune. This is the last second Renaissance Revival mansion left in Kansas City. It was built in 1899. KC architect Rudolph Mark Graff built this place for Dr. Generous Henderson. It has many amazing feats. I mean, there's a ballroom on the third floor. There's a tunnel that actually runs from underneath this house to the carriage house out back. Around 1893, Dr. Henderson began practicing and treating STDs. He treated everyone: stars, musicians, politicians, gangsters. Between 1923 and 1924, Al Capone was involved in a murder in Chicago, and it was suggested that Al Capone hid out for a few months. Now, he ended up frequenting Kansas City a lot, so he would seek out prohibition breweries and bootleg booze through Kansas City and Chicago. Capone was told about Dr. Generous, and he ended up becoming acquaintances with him and ended up here. Capone would often visit. I mean, he would have overnight parties and poker and bourbon tournaments. Look at this eagle up here, right here, as I walk up here. There's several reports that not only was Capone partying and laying up here, but some say this is where he was actually diagnosed with syphilis. Other historians say in 1932 in ATLs where he was diagnosed. I mean, who really knows? Nonetheless, he kicked it here with a doctor that treated syphilis. Look at this eagle right here protecting the property. That is amazing work. Al Capone ended up dying after getting out of prison in 1947. Now, if you remember episode 28, Annie Chambers in the red light district, she would bring her girls here during Henderson's party, and Dr. Henderson actually treated her brothel when her girls needed it. They would come here. This was his doctor. I guess he had an office downtown too. August 21st, 1978, Johnny Howard heard some glass break. They were having a get together up here, and he came down and met a young man with blonde hair at the front door and shot him in the face and ran away. And that never got solved. They never knew who did that. Man, look at the side of this. This is crazy, man. The tenants started moving out and the mansion eventually died. After Dr. Henderson's death, it was resold. I'm about to take you around back. Several people bought this after Dr. Henderson's death, but they either ran out of money or they just didn't want to invest in the neighborhood. But this place is actually on the National Registry of Historical Places. There's even more lore about Al Capone here. There's one of the previous owners swears that he hid bodies in the crawl space in the tunnel underneath, and that he was doing some gangster shit here. But I know that he used to come here and spend the night and party, and I don't know whether he was treated for syphilis or not, but this your boy Mack Malone, the KC journalist, signing out. Peace.
Let's go. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. The truth. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. And y'all can get the best from your KC journalist.